I said fuck Xbox, fuck all these Xbox, fuck every Xbox their channel. Won't give a damn. It's PlayStation for life. You don't get it? Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's do this, my ponies. Let's go to war. What? Say what? Yeah. I say I double tip on The Last of Us. Woo. Yeah, I double tip on the director's cut. Woo. Double tip on every damn release. Damn right. Yeah, Jim Ryan is my motherfucking boss. The boss. Yo, and we don't care about no layoffs. Yeah, all the shine are gonna keep it on the low. Shh. We be sucking on every damn toe. Yum. Because Sony PlayStation gets the love. Yeah, so all hell Sony, we be your ponies. You can take my wife, you can take my money. I'm obsessed with the God of War. Yeah, all my ponies ready to go to war. Blue PlayStation high, all over my head. Pentimetal PS5, 120 FPS. Blue team is the set, throw it up. I never had sex, I only care about sales. I said what I said. Woo! Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Yeah. I see you Xbox. I see you playing on Game Pass for free. Nah, man, we don't do that over here. We pay $70 a game. Yeah, you Xbox be broke. You so stupid, so goofy. Fuck you, Demo Flow. Fuck you. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you wanna see me more on Demo Flow Gaming channel. Fuck this dude, I'ma pop in the shot every time. Yeah, but I'm here to show my pony love. And you with it? Say what? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another.
You're muted, Demo.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Demo Flow Gaming Show. And I share my passion for gaming and keep you informed of everything that's going on with the Xbox ecosystem, Sony PlayStation, Nintendo, Luna, whatever the hell you play, man. We got you. We're gonna talk about a bunch of gaming news today. We have a great show here with the homie Power Boss, who is like my right hand man here in the building. What's going on with you, player? How's it going?
I'm doing absolutely great, y'all. How's it going?
Yeah, man. Good to have you around. Oh man, another Friday. We were just speaking behind the scenes about how fast time is going and how crazy it is to, be doing a show and then next thing you know, you're doing another and another and another. It's like, whoa, hold up, what a second. Do I have to do this show again? And it's been sort of like a mixed morning, a good morning because woke up, went to get a haircut, all of that. But, somebody decided to start working in my building at 8 in the morning, 8 a.m. on the dot. And they utilizing a chipping hammer on my building right here above me. So noise may come through the mic. Let me know if it gets too much. We're going to stop. But hopefully, it's so far so good and we can continue the show because it's bothering me like hell right now. I mean, you guys can probably hear it as much. But oh my God, it's terrible. So yeah, man, back at it again, talking games, having a great time, doing our thing with Power Boss and of course, shot. We got Kareem Gomez in the building saying DOA. Wow, who's DOA? Who do you think is DOA? Damn. Power Boss in the building as well. Happiness up, man. How's it going, player? Good to have you here in the show. Ultra Dark Slayer in the building. What's going on, player? Dímelo, my fig. Dímelo, Bobby. What's up? Let's go, my fig in the house. Ultra Dark Slayer saying the new Xbox PC UI is here, people. That's right. Mark 186 Ghost of Love. Holy crap. That's what they're calling him now? Damn.
Shout out to Power Boss, Dímelo Power, say my fix. Shout out to Fig. Hey, Demo and everyone says Mark 186. Good to have you around, buddy. So yeah, man, we gonna talk about so much shit, man. Shout out to Dr. Scott C here. I don't hear any construction in my headphones. Oh my god, thank God. Because I do hear it, man. We got CCC in the house. Cold Classic Cage, man. Shout out to her. Happy Dying Light the Beast. Yeah, we're gonna be talking. It's one of our topics. We're gonna be talking about happy Dying Light the Beast. I actually seen my homeboy playing last night. We were playing. We were hanging out. We were getting together to play Borderlands, of course. But he got the game and he was showing me how everything works. So we went in the Discord. He was streaming. Shout out to Grilla. He was streaming it for me and showed me all the things. It's like, I mean, I literally don't have time to fit any more games into my gaming schedule. Just being honest over here. So I'm just gonna put it out there in the backlog. Look. I have Dying Light, the original that I has yet to finish, which is dope. Extremely crazy game, pretty cool. Was the first one. They gave it away from free on Epic. I claimed that I played a couple of hours with my actual homie, the one that I was talking about, who showed me the thing. But like, between one thing and the other, we ended up like, playing different games and stuff. And it's sort of like, we forgot about it, but it's there. And we have it as a plan to actually go through the whole game together. So that's what we like to do. But now it's all about Borderlands, like my clique. My friends, that's all they've been playing. And, we're playing that shit nonstop. Super, you know, cool game, but man, Randy, we're gonna be talking about that shit too. He's making it even worse than it's supposed to. Like sometimes people, and this is like the takeaway. Uh, I think that I wanted it to change the name of the show to from cooked to shut up. Like, come on, bro. Like, just focus on what you do. You making games, shut up. Nobody cares about your sexual preference. Nobody cared about your political standing. Like when you come to my show and you want to hear me talk about video games, you don't want to taking any stand into political matters and shit. That for that you got CNN, Fox, all of that shit. Who gets it down? We here to talk about games, bro. But we gotta call the shit out because these game developers, bro, they ruining their own games. This is a case of Randy Pitchford, for example. Can't shut up. He continues to fight his own customers about a game that is broken. I can tell you straight up that it's broken. And I love it. It's crazy. But you gotta admit it. You got a good game, but you got certain problems, bro, that you have to address and keep it real with. Like just let everybody know. Listen, I understand that the game could have come out with better optimization. This is what we got so far. We'll work on it. That's it. Simple as that. Shut up for the rest of 2025. And then in January or something, when the next update come out, just do a post. Hey, we're updating everything. I hope you enjoy what we did. The work that we put in and how much effort we put into like making Borderlands more playable for those who had lesser hardware. Come on, bro. Like, it's not that hard, right? You can hire me. Like, my English is not that good, but you can hire me and I could like be your PR people. It's only gonna cost you like 10K a post. That's it. Boy, what I'm trying to say here is, bro, like, shut the fuck up. People need to shut up. That's like the name of the episode. Now that I'm thinking about it and talking about it with y'all, is like, should be like, shut up. Like, what the hell is going on? Goso Yotei, right? We're gonna talk about. We're gonna start with Goso Yotei because I think that's the main, right? The main thing that is like driving everybody crazy right now. It's like this lady. I I got nothing against her, honestly, because she's just a regular human being like me and you. And I've been around people in the past who had different opinions about things, and we can disagree on, and we can still get along, and we can still love each other. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna have to hate somebody just because he votes Democrat or Republican or vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, who gives a shit? At the end of the day,
And that's the whole point of this show because we enjoy all platforms.
hmm and even if it is like, it is the same thing when it comes to politics, but without getting too political, she said some stupid shit. Like, she's part of this group now that, the president, whether you agree or no, he labeled it as a terrorism group. Where do I agree with that or not? Whether you agree with that or no? No, the fact is that he labeled it as a terrorist group. And this lady came out here to say that she's part of it. And that's not a good look, bro. Not a good look. Like, let's say, for example, Power Boss comes over here to my show all the time. He said something crazy. And I'm like, Power Boss, bro, I'm sorry. We can rock no more because you said something stupid. And it had to be like that because there's people, real people listening to us that could be hurt by words. And words, bro, like people don't understand the power of the word. And you just be respectful and shut the fuck up. Y'all making a game. Go to Yotei. I think it's gonna be a great game. We've been saying it here, right? Does it look like a step above? Because Ghost of Tsushima, does it look like it's gonna break the internet in, or it's gonna be like, I don't know, like this huge game, like maybe Ghost of Tsushima was, because it was like, the new thing, new franchise, flavor of the month. Everybody was on it, but now. This has been done before. So you're getting a sequel. We're not saying it's gonna be bad, but we're saying that all we said is like it doesn't look like they improved it a lot from the first one when it comes to.
I said it since day one. It's still using Unreal Engine
Yep.
4. It's mostly reused assets. They're dumbing down the fighting mechanics by changing from stances to the weapons of how you fight. They may have more optimizations because they've had more time with the engine. And let's face it, UE4 has more tools than UE5 does. And the only thing that people are complaining and worried about is the fact that it takes place several hundred years after the original, so you're not using the same character, and there's a talking wolf for some reason. And, my preference aside, I'm sure there are people out there that love Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
I personally maybe played 5 minutes of it. I couldn't get into it, but that's just me. The wife enjoys it. My older stepson enjoys it. And I'm not saying that it's a bad game or a good game. I just haven't personally played it, and I have no opinion on Ghost of Tsushima. So for the second one, okay, I know the voice actress who is playing the main character in Yotei, and she plays D&D on Critical Role, so I'm familiar with who the voice actress is. Then Trump comes out here this past week and labels this organization Antifa as a terrorist organization, and then all of a sudden you see her post saying me and my wife are pro Antifa or whatever it was. Yeah. I mean, come on, you're literally killing your career at that point. Not because you believe what you believe, but you're openly advocating for exactly what everybody is against at the point. I mean, there's a point where you have to cross that line, and then another point where you have to come to the line and decide not to cross it. So, with everything that went on with the developer with Sucker Punch last week that we went over, and now everything that's going on with this over this week, it's literally concerning of how many people are actually pre-ordering. Now, let's not mix words. There are still going to be people that get it. They're excited for it, and they're looking forward to playing it, and good on them. It's a game, and they fired that dev, so he's out of the picture, and they're going to have to reap the repercussions and hope that the game still does well.
Yep.
And I hope it does.
Yep. Shout out to Cold Classic Cake. She broke it down here. She said Yotei actress said she was Antifa multiple years ago, but the issue is that she chose to be associated with a group that is known to be violent for years. And look, I'm not here to condemn groups. I'm not here to say this is good and bad. All I can disagree with is violence. So if you are part of a group that promotes violence, whether it be a gang, whether it be a terrorist group or something, I can't rock with you, bro, because that's not what I'm trying to promote here. I'm trying to promote good vibes. I'm trying to, have fun, brighten your day. I'm not trying to make it, more pessimistic about life in the world. I'm not trying to make it more depressed. I'm trying to uplift you as a human being. So that's what we're trying to do here in the show. And that's our escape for reality video games. So when you bring your personal agendas to video game, whether it be whatever it is that you believe on, I have to disagree with you, because I feel like, this is what happening with video games. People bring the personal agendas and they say, we're going to make a game, but we're not going to make a game to make it fun or so that people can play it. We're going to make a game to brainwash people into believing what we believe. And that's what I have to disagree on, because that's not the purpose of gaming. purpose of gaming is having fun playing, even if it's stupid fun. Something like Tetris, something as simple as Tetris. That's why I respect Tetris so much, because it's a basic ass video game, but it's just like, what it encompasses what video game is all about: mindless fun. You don't really think too much of it. You don't really think too much about like how good it looks and what the story, none of that. All you want to do is like have some fun, press some buttons. That's it. Call it a day. And I think we need to bring back that to video gaming and stop it with your personal agendas. If you work on the video, it's just like me going to work and saying, look, I love gaming, and going to my work and be like, everything here is gonna be gaming. I'm gonna have Super Mario on here on the wall. I'm gonna have Master Chief here in my desk. Like, like what the fuck are we doing? Like that, you don't go somewhere or to like make it yourself. Like, this is not your game. You are just an actress. So when you go ahead and talk like that, you just ruining the hard work that Sucker Punch developers put in. Because I mean, we cannot say boycott this game like some people say, because I mean, this is only one person. Maybe another dev, maybe like 4 or 5, maybe 5% of Sucker Punch is Antifa or related to a terrorist group or whatever. Maybe they messed up people, but you cannot blame the whole studio or even Sony PlayStation for it. Now, what we can do is like see how Sony PlayStation respond to these events, right? And we've seen.
Oh, I can already tell you a little bit about that.
Okay.
The Ghost of Yotei latest trailer that they put out, displaying the dual katana gameplay. There was people that were commenting underneath saying things about, R.I.P. Charlie Kirk and saying something. And there were people on Twitter calling out PlayStation who were actually hiding the comments.
Right.
So they are definitely aware and afraid of what this publicity, both good and bad, is going to do for their game.
Yeah, it's definitely not such thing as bad publicity, but be careful, because when there's something like this magnitude being discussed here, things could go because people feel some type of way. I mean, you're making enemies by associating yourself with any of these organizations, whether it be left, right, up, and down. You are making yourself some enemies, because some people are not gonna like you, and that's just the way it is. So stay neutral, try to do your best, and do not bring politics into video games. That's what we can do. But let me rock with the shot, because I see you guys acting down there, man. Mark 186 in the building saying Sony developers were saying nasty things about a guy who got killed. So many won't buy the game. And that's true, bro. Like, yeah, like, look, Xbox, for example, had a similar situation with Bethesda, which is part of the whole topic, right? We're going to talk about it. They said something funny about the death of somebody, and Xbox came out and we're like, we don't condone that shit. This person is fired, and we're going to investigate the matter. I think that's the course of action that PlayStation should have taken. Be out there and say, like, listen, we're going to investigate all this shit, whoever it is associating themselves with violent groups and things like that. We don't condone that, because it's bad for business. It's bad for business, because you already automatically, by associating yourself with this group and associating this game with this group, you are making a ton shit of enemies that you didn't have before. People who are going to blindly buy your game who didn't give a fuck.
Needless enemies at that.
Needless, yeah, because like, what's the point? PlayStation is not a political party. They just make video games.
Now let's be clear. The developers can have whatever views they want. Okay, they can endorse Nazism. They can endorse Hitlerism. They can literally go balls to the wall if they really wanted to and say, hey, this is the way we think. However, in response to a situation such as the assassination of Charlie Kirk, nothing needed to be said. Now, if there was a development where they were being interviewed and there was an official statement that, hey, IGN is interviewing, Todd Howard, and Todd Howard specifically was asked the question, what is his opinion on it? Okay, then that's the time to respond. And it would be his job at that point, and PR's job at that point, to say, hey, this is my belief, this is our company's belief, or what have you. And that's when you make the statement on whether or not you want to condemn or condone anything that went on over the whole aspect.
Right.
But for individual developers to just come out and voice their opinion, especially when they represent a larger organization of a whole, yes, you have freedom of speech, but that doesn't mean that you have freedom of consequence.
Right. And also, freedom of speech is granted, but it's denied when you're promoting something like violence. When political violence is involved, in case you guys haven't checked out the amendment, that's how it goes. You got freedom of speech, but when you condone something like violence and involve politics and the death of politicians and stuff like that, that's when you lose your right to freedom of speech. And that's just how it goes. Because at the end of the day, bro, that's not cool. I don't condone violence. I love playing violent games. You see me here in the background playing Gears. I love Doom. I love Battlefield, Call of Duty, games like that. That's what I let my energy. That's what I let it rip. But in real life, I'm the nicest guy, the friendliest guy you ever meet. Like I'm not, because that's what video games is supposed to be. So now they're blaming. This is like the whole thing now. They're not blaming video games because of the violence. And I'm like, are we really gonna get into this? Because I have watched movies that have scarred me more than any video game that I play. And also, like, sometimes violence doesn't even have to be involved for you to be, impacted in a negative way by something. Even shit that people said in the movies and personal agendas that they're trying to spread. Look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I hate speaking about politics. So fuck all of this. Buy the game if you want to. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But at the same time, like, be mindful of what these developers are saying and how they feel about you. Okay.
The last thing I wanted to say on it was, just because video games portray violence, movies portray violence, you can go to your local gym and work out as a boxer and be violent. You can go be a wrestler. You can do MMA fighting. There's plenty of other things that can constitute violence. It's not just video games, especially for things taking out your aggression.
Power Boss, the thing that promotes violence the most is music.
Absolutely.
Music. It's music, rap music. I love rap music. Don't get me wrong, but this new shit, this new music is ass, straight ass. I can't even like no artist. Look,
throwback to Tupac and Biggie Smalls, right?
Yeah.
Wu-Tang Clan. It's all over.
Right. But now I used to listen to guys like Bloodhound Lil Jeff, and I thought that he was nice, and Scoom and all of that. And they dead now. So what's the point of listening to an artist and be like, bro, I like how he raps or whatever? That's besides the fact of who they are as people, because these are not nice people. You see him in a video with guns, talking about disrespecting the dead and things like that. These are not nice people, but you're still listening to the music because sometimes you need to get in your zone, especially when you're playing something like Gears or Battlefield. You need to have some music in the background that pump you up. When you are fighting internally with you as a man and you go to the gym or something and you have some trouble, you put some headphones on, rock some DMX, and you lift some weights, you let go of all that energy so that you can be cool when a real situation presents to you. And that's my takeaway on it. Anyways, video games are cooked because of the personal agendas that we're seeing these developers have.
So aside from, I think that Ghost of Yotei is DOA or not, I hope it's not, but I also know what else is coming out the same day as it. Digimon Time Stranger, same day.
Holy shit. So, I don't know, but let's rock with the shot that going wild here, man. Thank you for coming through, y'all. We see Young Threads Adi's in the building, man. Lycos 45 in the house as well. How's it going, player? We see Jules. Good to see you back. What's up with y'all, man? Let me see who else is in here. We got Jules as well saying she shot herself in the foot. Yeah, that's right. Because now as an artist, her career is over. Nobody will want to be associated with a terrorist organization, regardless of how you feel about Donald Trump. That's how he said it, and that's how things are going, and that sucks for that group. But I don't know what to say. Like, you associate yourself with violence, you're gonna be eventually like taken care of one way or another. So Mark 86 saying, yeah, it is sad for Sony PlayStation for these developers saying things, especially when a new game is coming out. I don't like politics in games. We just want fun. Facts, bro. Straight up, we just want fun. We want none of this shit. We don't want the developer talking about how they believe that we should live our lives. Like, we don't want none of that. Focus on making the video because honestly, like, y'all doing a terrible job. Look at Borderlands, broken, completely broken on release. And we're gonna talk about more games coming out broken and not taking advantage of the power of these consoles. We're gonna be talking about that shit, bro. This shit is crazy. Ultra Dark Slayer saying people are blaming video games again like they did since the late 80s, early 90s. Now they're doing it again with the games today. Yeah, that's right, bro. But nobody talks about drill music and the impact that they have in the youth. Nobody talk about, like, people normalizing being part of a gang. Nobody, no, like sliding the block, spinning the block, all that shit is normalized. But video games are terrible. Like, bro, what's really terrible is people in real life who are violent, and that's what we should be calling them out, bro. It's not cool. It's not cool. We don't want violence in here. Violence, express your violence, play some Mortal Kombat. Beat me up in the Mortal Kombat game and fatality me at the end. That's it.
Oh, I got some information about Mortal Kombat you might be interested in.
Ooh, okay, give me that crack. What's up?
So you know that the Mortal Kombat collection is coming to the Switch too,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Did you realize when you were watching that Nintendo Direct that they showed when they showed the Mortal Kombat collection that just like all the Mortal Kombat games previously, it does not have blood
Right, because I think, hold up,
on the Switch too?
yeah, I think you have to put the code, just like what you did back in the day.
Nope,
Because I
it
think
is
these
not
are the
there at
Nintendo's-
all.
No blood at all?
No
But
blood
only on
at
the
all.
Nintendo Switch or on the oh,
Well, only on the Switch.
only on the Switch. All right, that's their problem. That's why I don't play on the Switch. I've been telling you guys the Switch is for kids, and this is
Yep.
more proof. like I don't know, if you play Mortal Kombat and you get a Switch and you try to play third-party games on there, bro. Like, I can't blame you if you're trying to play Donkey Kong. I can't blame you if you're trying to play the new Super Metroid game. Can't really blame you on that because those are exclusive. You can only play them there. Also on PC, but whatever.
Don't even get me started on the Metroid Prime 4.
But come on, bro. Like, nobody buys Nintendos to play Call of Duty, to play FIFA. Like, some people that have Nintendos have those games because they like to play it on the go, but they're really sweating online on their Xbox, on their PlayStation, on their PCs or whatever. Nintendo, bro, like, I don't know, man. I like some of the games and I wish that I could play them, but then I'm like, that's not my priority. That's how I feel about Nintendo. I play it if I get my hands on it. My sister-in-law comes with her Nintendo and she's like, "Oh, I brought the Nintendo." I'm like, "Oh shit, let me check it out." I get in the hammock or something. I play it out, one game or two. Let me see what new shit you got. That's it. But I wouldn't go out my way just to buy a whole Nintendo, buy their games, be on top of it like crazy like they are. Because I mean, these Nintendo fans are crazy. Now they are, bro. They walking around like, are you seeing them? I don't know if you've seen that last clip.
Oh yeah,
it's
three times too big. Yep, too big for the britches.
Bro, I got the clip somewhere, dude. I actually, you
Oh,
know
yeah.
a guy who said that Xbox and PlayStation had nothing, and Nintendo is like the one.
Yeah,
really
the same guy who
game.
rage baited not too long ago about a rumor for a state of play or Nintendo Direct, and then when it didn't happen, they announced it like a day after or something like that.
Yeah.
For the next day. I remember. Yeah, same guy.
Okay, Lycos 45 saying, I listen to Doom when I need to get hyped. No, bro, like, yeah, you need to go crazy in a game, just grab that Doom playlist, DMX or something. DMX is my go, 50 Cent are my go-to guys to like get hype and get violent in video games. So shout out to Mark 186. He said, been gaming for 35 years, never once thought about doing a violent app based on set games. Is these people all mental health issues over the games? I'm pretty sure that people who commit acts of violence in the world, the least thing that they do is play video games. People who are into video games, they don't want to be outside, bro. My brother-in-law, bro, he's 23, 24. Shout out to him. And he doesn't want to be outside. He want to be playing Rust. And now he's hooked on Borderlands. He's level 50 something. I'm like, what the fuck? How? Game came out like 2 weeks ago. Like, but yeah, like, it's crazy. Like, real gamers don't really want to go outside, do adult shit, like getting to fights and shit. Like people playing, just want to play, bro, and want to be left alone. We don't even want to go to work. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't even want to go to work. I like Borderlands release, and I'm like, shit, I gotta go to work. Borderlands out. God damn it, like this is not good, man. I look, Joe say me either. Gaming to me is relaxing, fun, and immersive. Yeah, it's about like living in another world, getting out of here, man. Xbox and Mike and La Casa de Bobby, Spoof Flow Gaming. Yeah, you already know, Bobby. We're here. Um, Dr. Scott is saying, regardless of politics, devs need to remember they are part of a team, and selfish individual acts hurts the team. Yeah, bro. Facts. You spoke it, bro. You said it perfectly right there. Like, if when you are part of a group of people and you're part of a team, you know what I'm saying? That just you are literally throwing in the dirt all the hard work that people have put, and your actions are literally a detriment to your team. You holding them back, bro. So that's crazy. Yo, shout out to Desire. He came through. How's it going, player?
Hi.
Perfect timing.
Perfect
I'm a little
timing.
late. I'm a little late because
Nah, you're good, man.
I've been filming some salt content.
Oh no, it's perfect timing because we're just getting into Borderlands 4 talk.
Oh, great!
We'll just say
I want
Borderlands was
to.
the
I
greatest
actually
game
want
of all
to.
time.
I actually want to play the game because I heard it's actually kind of fun. I just fucking hate Randy Pitchford. I can't. I can't help it. I hate that.
Yeah,
man.
well, I'm starting. Look, at the beginning, I was like, bro, why you hate Randy Pitchfork so much? Because it's not like I love him. I'm a fan of the guy, but I'm always like, okay, yeah, I'm not on top of him, like on what he said and shit like that. I haven't really been caught up, but lately he's been, bro. He's been like literally like a booger in your nose that you can get rid of. It's
He's
like,
done that
bro.
forever. He was like that during the
Borderlands
during
3.
Every single
He was
game
like that
release
during
that
Duke
his
Nukem.
company has put out.
He was like that with Duke Nukem Forever, which he ruined. He was like that with Aliens Colonial Marines, which he ruined. He was like that with Borderlands, all of them. He took a back seat during the first two, which was nice. And I thought he was finally going to get it. But then after that USB incident, he has never been out of the limelight because I hate that guy. I hate him.
Damn. But yeah, he was crazy as hell. He's been nonstop, bro. Just talking shit. Like,
That's what he does.
bro, shut up. It's
doesn't know
like
how.
you were making it worse. Like, and this is like what I said earlier. I don't know if you were listening, Desire, but we're talking about like these shows should be like, if you're a dev, like the name should be like, shut the fuck up. Like, don't talk, don't say nothing, just develop your games. Like, since when, like, you are developing a product and you go out here and talk shit about some of the shit that is not the product that you're trying to sell. Like, if you're an actor or actress or, or something that has to do with game development and you are out here posting shit that had nothing to do with the products that you are creating, like, get the fuck off. Like, nobody's here for your personal preference and your agendas and shit.
Not just that, he is notorious for lying to people for years. Like, just with Borderlands 4, because I don't want to go too far back, because I do hate this guy. He said that Borderlands 4 runs great on consoles. It runs ass on every single console, and it runs the
We've
worst
also seen
on the Pro.
No, actually, I think it runs worse on the Switch too, but that's besides the point.
Well, duh, but besides Switch too.
But yeah, the PS5 Pro is definitely the worst version, and I've seen it both on the PS5 and the Xbox, both Series X and S, that drops to 1 FPS just for using one single character. Playing solo at that point too. Not even, you can't blame it on online multiplayer servers. You can't blame it on too many things on screen. There was like 5 enemies.
For example,
and just for using the skill, the frame rates dropped to 1 FPS.
And then,
FPS.
Then he tries to state, oh, it's not the game's fault. We're not at fault. It's your PCs and everything. And then he got mad at a guy who was like, no, you didn't optimize. He said, okay, make your own game engine. Motherfucker, you didn't make Unreal Engine 5.
Bro, you know what's funny? That he said they didn't, that they optimized the game. And I think this is what happened with Borderlands. They knew about frame generation, right? And they leaned so heavily on it that they forgot there were some people out there who still don't have access to that technology, where it be like they have older cards, even though FSR is everywhere, right? FSR frame gen. And I tried it, dude. And it wasn't bad with FSR frame gen, but do I really want to play an FPS game that is very, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say competitive, but you need to be on your toes because it's not an easy game in the harder difficulties.
Well,
With that latency, I don't think so, bro. I think your game needs work, and that's just the bottom line. It is what
So-
it deal with it.
So I got a few things to state because obviously I know a little bit more about the game because I made a video and I went full deep into it.
Mhm.
How in the name of Sam Hell is the 5090 the most expensive and the best current consumer available card? Because there is a better card currently. You just can't buy it.
Yeah.
Because it's $6,000 fucking dollars. It's a piece
Oh,
of shit.
fuck
I wouldn't
that.
buy it. But
Hell no.
how in the name of Sam Hell is the 5090, even with frame gen running 35 frames per second at 4K?
Yeah, that's crazy. And then he say,
Meanwhile-
"Don't play at 4K." I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah,
who
and,
are
and, and
you?
that, and that would be fine. But my problem is that if you're gonna say, "Oh well, it's got to have frame gen and all that," no, all you have to do is fucking optimize the game and use a compiler. I know that Unreal Engine 5 didn't come with one because Epic made their own one that you have to pay to use, which nobody's gonna do because that's insane. So that's what they did. They didn't buy the fucking compiler when they made their game and compile their assets. That's the reason why it's unoptimized.
Yep.
It pisses me off.
Terrible optimization. I think the game would have been a 10 out of 10 easy if it was optimized properly. I think so because I've been loving the hell out of
I
Borderlands,
mean,
bro.
from everything that I've seen about it, it'd probably be maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10 for me. But that's because, I like the
Yeah.
Borderlands franchise. I love to Borderlands to a certain extent. I just love the character of Tiny Tina, but I think that, even that was a downgrade for her character.
Yeah.
And then Borderlands 3,
Nah, Borderlands
it
3
was
dropped
hit or-
the
it
ball
was-
completely.
it was hit or miss for me. It was even a step down from 2, but it wasn't terrible because they added in movement, they had great weapons, they even had engaging characters. And the storyline was pretty good for the most part. Not perfect, but pretty good. But what I'm seeing about 4, they're retconning like 95% of the story from 3, and they're just going completely backwards.
What I'm gonna say about 4 is like it's more like less Borderland and more like Destiny. I feel like this game they did it with the idea of keeping you playing for long periods of time. This is a long-term game. I was playing this shit yesterday with the homies, and we're heading to a mission, and we spent like 3 hours playing, and we never got to the mission because everywhere you go, there's something to do. And this is what happens. There's like events that happen. You sort of like in Destiny, that when you have like in world events, right? And when they happen, they leave a lot of loot and they're super engaging. They're super cool. So, I mean, time was passing by and it was like 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, I gotta go to sleep. We didn't even get to do the mission. I asked my homie, like, are we doing the mission? I'm like, no, I think we got everything done that we could have done, possibly achieved today. So I feel this is like a more long-term thinking about like this game is gonna have a bunch of updates and people are gonna keep playing with loot and stuff like that. And I think that's great because I do love Borderlands, and I sort of missed that in 3 was like, I wouldn't want to say too linear, but I think it works better this way. Like it's more engaging. I don't know, man. I'm feeling the game, right? I'm feeling the game. I feel like the game is fun, which is the main thing when it comes to any other game. Is fun. The humor is there. It's serious and goofy.
It
Both.
just runs really bad.
It's just like that's right desire. That's it. That's the one
that's-
thing that fucking.
And unfortunately, if you can't enjoy the frame rate of the game, even if it's 10 FPS, because I know for a fact that, some Minecraft mod packs that I run, they're so intensive that I get sometimes 6 FPS
Yeah,
because
totally.
it's just that bad. But that's Minecraft, which is spaghetti Java code. So that's to be expected on some mod packs if the pack isn't optimized, and it happens. But when you're talking about the latest AAA games, even on the consoles, when it's messing up that bad, not to mention, the highest end PCs, but just the consoles, which has a set specifications of technology at the time of release, you would think that at least it runs decently at 30 FPS locked. At the very least. That's the bare minimum.
Yeah, I mean it's unacceptable the performance that I'm getting. Like I got the 3080 and I got the i7 149 whatever K. Um, and bro, shit. Like I'm getting like raw, right? I'm talking about raw on the settings that the game comes with. I was getting 50 something FPS. I'm like, bro, 50 something FPS. And it's true, everything you got reflection on, you got all of that, but it's like, what are we doing? Like, this is unacceptable. And then we seeing lesser games, that do a way better job at optimization, and it's lesser games with way less developers and all that. And that's a situation that we have to call out. I mean, it's true. The game, I'm feeling it. I feel like it's a good game at its core. Performance is not there. So it is what it is, bro. We got to call it out.
Yeah, but they need to fix it.
Yeah, they need to fix it. When they fix it, Borderlands is going to be a game.
Did you see the last call out that Randy Pitchford did saying, oh, I want to see on the launch day if people can break the Borderlands 4 servers?
Now
And it was funny because there was a lot of people underneath in that comment that were saying literally, we might even try if the game would actually even launch. Because it wasn't launching for them.
I will state this. I think that 2 is still the best all-around Borderlands game. I think that the pre-sequel had the funniest vault hunters, including Claptrap and Handsome Jack's clone. But I think that 4 has the most fine-tuned gameplay. I think it's the most fun gameplay. Facts. Even though I've seen the gameplay.
The best thing about Borderlands 4 that I've seen and heard about from everything that I've watched, even though I know you don't get it right away, is the fact that eventually you can mix and match weapon parts from the different manufacturers.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that works together yet. I haven't seen much of the crafting designs. So I don't know, hey, Jacob to trigger as fast as you can pull the trigger, or a Malawan, you just hold it and it fires rapidly or whatever. So that I'm actually excited to look forward to seeing and knowing more about that mechanic. But everything else about the game is just turning me off in so many different aspects.
Yeah, no, definitely. I would say for somebody who cares about performance based on your hardware and everything, I would say wait for a discount, maybe Christmas or something, and get it for a cheaper price. But the fact that 2K came out here, and released a $70 game, like supposedly a premium product, and it gives you 30, 50 FPS on a respectable card like the 3080, and even on the higher tiers like the 50, 70s and shit. Like, fuck that. That's bad, and we gotta call it out. And that's why they get a bunch of negative reviews. And that's what people can be like, oh, this is an amazing game. Why? It runs like shit, and we need to call it out. So you are literally allowing your game to die in front of your eyes because your stubbornness. Wouldn't be like they even like, bro, remember when they announced that they were like making the release day a couple of weeks earlier or something? Remember? We talked about it, and I say like, bro, they better get it right, and they still didn't. But why? Why do you do that to yourself? Be like, okay, listen, game is ready. This is what we got. The game is ready to play. We just need optimization. Give us 6 months.
Remember
to
when
make it run decently at least.
Remember when Randy was trying to defend it possibly costing $80 fucking? Could you imagine my crash out if it was $80?
That would have been a no for me. I would have paid $70.
I would have freaked the fuck out.
Look, I paid $70 for this, bro. But honestly, I wish I didn't have to pay $70.
It shouldn't be
$70. This is easily, I would say, between $50, $40 game. I mean, it is what it is. At this, level,
if it was actually optimized, like I said, a bare minimum of 30 FPS,
I'll pay 60
it might be 60.
Might optimized, I'll pay 60.
If they hit those 40 VRR, if they hit 60 FPS at the very bare minimum across all platforms and metrics, then I could see 70. But 80? Not for this. Hell no.
Yo, Sarat, man. Good to have you around. See you around. How's it going? Surip 2 in the building as well, bro. I see you guys. 6 layer. Oh, man. Super late making breakfast for mom. What's up, host and chat, man? How's it going, man? That's so nice of you, man. Yeah. Treat that lady like a queen, bro. Let's go. Yeah, bro. That's the type of people I rock with. You're making breakfast for mom, bro. That's sweet. That's dope, man. Like, that's amazing.
I think we get to move on to the DOA game that is Ghost of Yotei.
We already talked about it, but if you want to drop your parts, we're saying, bro, that man, that she's ruining the game, bro. Even though the game was like, I don't think the game was gonna be doing that great, anyways.
I thought the game was gonna do fine. Yes, there was a lot of people that didn't want to play it. I thought it was gonna be fine. After all, I like that person. She's a decent person, at least in Dimension 20. And then we found out a little bit more stuff that she's all this other nonsense that I'm not gonna get political on, okay?
Right.
But it's political.
Yep.
And
we already covered that. Yeah.
Yeah, the lead dev celebrated it, and the actor celebrated Mr. Kirk's death.
Not the lead dev, but he was the lead.
It said senior dev. Is it not lead dev?
He was a senior dev of something. He wasn't the lead dev.
Senior dev. Okay.
He was a senior long-term staff. 8-10 years.
But you know that the actual actress also celebrated it. Yes.
Yes. Okay. And Erika Ishii she's honestly a nice, kind-hearted person. I've seen her on Critical Role. I've seen her on Critical Role, and I've seen her outside in her personal atmosphere, acting career, and things like that. Interviews. She is a level-headed, nice person. Even her wife, and the fact that she is now just coming out and saying this, that's fine if she is, whether it's labeled as a terrorist organization or not, but she's openly defying being a part of it in the face of everything that's going on and trying to celebrate it even more. And that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my God. But well, we got Archangel Nexus with the tank. How's it going, homie, man? Good to have you around. You were in my mind yesterday. I was about to hit you up, but I got into some shit and I was like wondering how you were doing. But thank you so much, man, for coming through and dropping the 10, man. He said, "What's good, my bros from all the shows? This gear footage is fire. Yo, I heard ponies was scared of gears. I guess real shooters are above their pay grade." Let's talk that shit, bro. Yeah, that was me playing gears on a live stream. I think it was a week ago or something. And we were, I was doing it big, bro. I was having so much fun with gears. I tried to play some yesterday too with the homie. I got into a couple of matches. We were getting clapped, bro. Not gonna lie. The people were insane. But yeah, thank you for the 10, bro. Appreciate you and hope to see you around soon, bro. Let's go. So keep going. Desire, you have anything else to say about Ghost of Yotei? Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about Yotei, but I do want to go more into how some people are also celebrating that stuff, like Bethesda's fuck up.
Yep. We also covered
that was next. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not happy with that either.
Nope.
No.
But do you know the thing is that Xbox and Microsoft, they came out and they say we're not with it. We're investigating who this person is and we're firing them. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see that from PlayStation though.
The other problem I have is that yes, Sony, PlayStation, and Sucker Punch have not said a single. They fired the person. That's cool and dandy. But why wouldn't you make a public statement? That is my fucking problem.
I agree.
Yep. And that's why people are not so mad at Bethesda, because this was one person making the post, getting fired on the spot. There was a statement behind it. Like, the least that you could do for your game, PlayStation, is come out and say, like, we don't condone these activities. That's it. End of story. There shouldn't be any argument. Like, you said something stupid at work, you get fired.
Oh, yeah.
You get fired. I get fired if I say something stupid.
I've fired people for saying stupid shit.
Yeah, if I said something stupid at work, I get fired. So it's part of the job. Just keep your mouth shut. Don't try to push your personal agendas on people. That's it. Just like you can talk with your coworker or something, be like, "Oh, bro, this is how I feel," or whatever. That's it. On a personal level, you may do that, which I don't really recommend it, because I mean, you don't know how the other person feels. When you take a radical position like this, you are running into a chance that the other person may not rock with you, bro, and be like, "Bro, this motherfucker is this and that, and we don't like it," and get him out. That's just that's a risk that you have to take if you want to come over here with your personal agendas. You also run the risk of ruining the hard work that your team put on to make a game, bro. And that's what saddens me the most, that a game that has nothing to do with political shit is in the mix of all this and is being affected by this. And like I said, I'm not trying to say go boycott the game, buy it if you want it. I'm not that type of person who say, like, somebody says something, do not do it or whatever. I'm saying, look, Just know that some people who develop that game feel a certain way about you. That's it. You know, and if you're not rocking with them, it is what it is. That's on them. They could have kept their mouth shut, sell their product, keep it moving. You wouldn't even know how they feel. And that's how it is. Because imagine when you're selling something to somebody, and I'm be like, okay, I got this controller here that I put on offer up or something. Somebody come buy it, and I'll be like, bro, your shoe's dirty, bro. Yeah, or you stink, or you know, fix your hair, or some shit like, or you're fat, you know, something like that. It's like is this person gonna buy it from me?
The problem I have is if you're making a satire game about politics, maybe don't like let's say if Bethesda or not Bethesda, if Rockstar was to make it, because theirs is completely satire. If they post about it maybe a month later, whatever, I can deal with the dark humor. But the day
got a better one
after,
for you, Desire. Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds is fantastic. I fucking love it. It's a great satire thing.
Yeah,
that's
exactly. They're perfect because they are political satire too.
Yeah, so but the thing is about it,
they're not making any posts about it.
Some people take it personal though and get hurt about the satire.
That is true.
And they'll be like, "Oh, this is a communist game or something." I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? This is crazy. This is like
if
fun.
You're gonna talk about it, that's fine, but you shouldn't like when situations like what happened to Mr. Kirk, which is just a damn shame. A guy died in front of. I don't care what you think about him politically. I didn't agree with him at all. Well, not at all. I didn't agree with him all the time, but I agreed in some instances. Like, just don't worry about it.
He said some controversial shit.
The fact that he died in front of his kids,
that's crazy, bro,
and his wife is fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's just like a sad situation. But anyways, let's move on because we got some gaming news, actual gaming news, bro. And bro, did you know, Desire, that the Xbox Series S made Battlefield better for us?
Yeah.
But hold on, there's more. It's not that good.
And Nib tried to cry about
for Battlefield. Let me tell you why it's not looking that good for Battlefield, bro. Check this out. I Desire, bro. You're gonna love this shit.
I love fucking Battlefield, so why is that?
Okay, so this article by GameSpot: Battlefield 6 resolution and frame rate targets for PS5, Xbox Series X, and S revealed. Okay, the fidelity mode emphasizes resolution while performance targets frame rate. Fidelity mode on Xbox Series X reaches a maximum resolution of 1440p and targets 60 FPS, while PS5's fidelity mode cranks up to 1440p and 60 FPS. Performance mode on Xbox Series X reaches a maximum resolution of 1280p but targets 80 FPS. What the fuck is this? And the same value holds for PS5's performance mode. Look at the PS Pro now. The PS5 Pro, meanwhile, ratchet things up to 2160p, 60 FPS. These crazy ass resolutions, I don't really get it. It's fucking dumb. For fidelity mode and
it's just 4K.
This is some bullshit resolutions, whatever. For performance mode, 80 FPS.
No, the
2160p
is 4K.
4K.
Yeah. But listen. 80 FPS for the PlayStation 5 Pro. What was the upgrade? I mean, I seen the same thing for the fat PS5 and for the Xbox Series X. I mean,
which is listed down below.
Yeah, you can see the full rundown below. There are maximum targets, so we don't know the range of resolutions. And here it is. Xbox Series S.
And let's make no mistake, the Series S is lacking behind.
Oh, yeah, I know for sure. But he's still decent. 1080p, 60? Oh,
that's still pretty dang good.
Bad. Xbox Series X fidelity mode 1440p 60 FPS, performance mode 1280p and 80 FPS. When they say plus, I don't know, bro.
Did you see the devs state that the Series S is the reason why the game runs better on consoles and on PC?
This is actually the topic. We are in the topic, but at the same time, it's like, you couldn't do better than 80 FPS on the consoles for performance mode. Like, you got competitors out there.
I feel like that's only at maximum resolution. I feel like you could lower it and run it better. But that's
on console.
Yeah,
lower the resolution. Like they're telling you, like in console, you don't get to do that. Desire, you get to pick.
Here's the one thing. Here's the one thing that I want to say about these resolutions and frame rates. How close to being locked are they? How many dips do they have? You know, when there's a massive amounts of destruction on the screen, how bad does the performance actually get? Is it dynamic resolution? Is it locked resolution?
This is a thing, Power Boss. I'm glad you said that, bro. Because as a Battlefield veteran who's been playing Battlefield for a long time, I can tell you that every time Battlefield releases has performance issues, terrible performance issues. And bro, that's nothing to be ashamed of, because real talk, it's a heavy game with a lot of CPU intense processing, like, you know, destruction. You got revolution. You got vehicles flying and riding around the map. It's a huge game. You got what, like 60 something people at the same time throwing grenades, shooting, doing their abilities. It's like a heavy game. So I'm not taking nothing away from them, right? But when you got competitors that offer you in the same genre 120 FPS for competitive players, you know where they're going to be. And a lot of people are getting used to a nice, smooth 120 FPS that you get. Like, whatever you want to say about Call of Duty, they do get that shit right. You know, and you are competing with them. You got other games like Fortnite who do get it right, and they're on the same scope of like type of shit that they're trying to do.
But
they also got games that are free to play. Hold up, like Apex Legends, 120 FPS, locked in console, runs smoothly now, better than ever. You are competing here, and you're not bringing your A game to your competition. You're still below. You're putting 80 FPS plus, but that's not telling me when you that's not showing me any confidence. You know, when it comes to like performance. So games like Borderlands get cooked when it comes to performance, and we are, you know, honestly calling them out. I feel like Battlefield, we need to call them out. I feel like performance is going to be terrible on release. Now, will they get better? For sure. Every time Battlefield does it. They after 6, 7, 8 months, a year, they get the game going, and you can stop it because it's butter smooth. It happens in Battlefield 4, it happens even in Battlefield 5, which in my opinion is the worst. So I don't know, guys. How do you feel about this 80 FPS on performance mode on console when you got other games like Delta Force just released on console doing 120 FPS? You can say that it is a better or not, you know, but it's running better. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Desire, I see you nodding your head. What's going on with you? What's going through your mind?
So I will state that the frames being lower is a little bit of a letdown, but it's a little bit more understandable. And now I will state that Fortnite also has I think it runs at 80 as well on console. I don't know. I don't play it on console, so don't quote
120,
me.
120.
Is it 120
on console?
They're also cartoon, and Battlefield has dynamic resolutions of realistic resolutions, which is not really shitting on either of them. I think that both have their own stylized way of playing it. But if you're comparing Call of Duty, which has a maximum of 6v6, versus Battlefield, which I think is it 30? Is it 30? Is it 64?
Well, Call of Duty also has Warzone, and they also have a Battlefield type mode that they have vehicles and shit too. Same thing. The only thing that they don't have that is different is destruction, of course, which it'll take a toll on your CPU for sure.
That's what I was going to say. Is when you have 32 versus 32, and they can all use RPGs and just blow up the fucking map, obviously you're going to have a little bit less frames, and it's going to use a lot more because they have to constantly keep checking for destruction, which is why I love Battlefield. The frames have never been the greatest in Battlefield. If you're going to play Battlefield for frames, play it on PC.
Always, yeah.
But I am excited for Battlefield 6. This is probably going to be the best Battlefield we've had since Battlefield 4.
Mm-hmm. I do agree with that, though.
No, I'm going to say that.
Yeah. The only thing with Battlefield, besides the performance on console, which doesn't affect me, but I'm the type of person that Battlefield is a game that I play on console, on PC, whatever they catch me, whatever they catch me, that's what I play. And now it's going to be like holding me back to play it on console because I have all the games that I run on console at 120, so I wouldn't want to go play on a console at 80 FPS when I can do 144 or even 200 FPS on the console. On the PC, if you lower your graphics, if you tweak shit here and there, you can get it. I mean, is it gonna be dips in PC? Is it gonna be performance issues in PC as well? I'm a little scared about this game. a little skeptical about their performance, but I do believe that it's gonna be a good game. Now, is it gonna get
Now,
cooked? You know,
I think, like I said, I gave my piece earlier. I hope that it's locked resolution, locked frames. That's my only concern. So the targets that these are shooting for is absolutely wonderful for consoles, and we know that the PC can achieve better. So what I'm worried about is, we know it's going to have performance dips because of, like what Desire said, the destruction element, RPG elements, and so many people at once. So my thing is, how much is going to be not only that, quote unquote target, but how much is it going to actually maintain?
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's going to be also just quick thing. Is it going to also be related to possible, the fuck is that called? Router connection. There you go.
Right.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. The thing with Battlefield, always server issues, problems with heat registration, rubber banding. That's something that I'm expecting it to see. That's what I like. I'm not like the people who are, oh yeah, Battlefield it's gonna solve and shit. I know I'm gonna be playing it day one, but I know what I'm getting. A lot of people are going in blindly thinking that this is, like you said, this is gonna be the best Battlefield, but they're not keeping all these things in mind. So you know what happens? They play it, game is broken the first couple of weeks, they don't ever touch it again. Battlefield dies, same cycle. You know what I'm saying? So if you're getting Battlefield, keep an open mind that the game is a live service game that is gonna get better, right? They're going to continue to work on Battlefield for long periods of time, and throughout the life cycle, it's going to see a bunch of improvements. So keep that in mind when you're picking it up, because it's going to happen. You're going to pick it up, it's going to run like shit, and you're going to complain, and you're never going to want to play Battlefield again.
The best way of putting it is that if you guys remember the beta, it did have a little bit of frame drop issues.
Oh yeah,
but
it did.
It was still a fun experience, and it was the best experience of Battlefield I've had in a long.
Yeah, and it was a beta as well, Desire. So let's be fair. Like you can't really not.
Like I said, when it comes to release, I want to see how locked the resolution is, how locked the frame rate is, and then give us improvements. Because if they can give us, as close to locked performance as what these targets are supposed to be, what they're stating, that's a start.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can later give us 120 FPS, like you said, people playing Call of Duty right now, they're getting that 120 FPS experience. We know it's a different engine using Frostbite. So we know there's going to be frame dips and problems and concerns. So as they gather data, once they actually release the game, it can only get better. But, if it's a game that releases like Borderlands 4, that's not a high bar to set.
Yeah, but the difference is, at least, is that DICE is the developers of the Frostbite engine.
Absolutely. 100% agree.
Yeah. I don't know, Brian. I'm excited for Battlefield, but I'm seeing some chat online that I'm like, oh my God, why y'all doing? I don't know. They nerf movement now. Now movement is slower.
Well, that's because there was a glitch where you could literally just spam jump and slide. And
something like that. Maybe they could have fixed the glitch, because I think it was on a sweet spot. I didn't feel like I had like cement shoes, like cement shoes. Like it felt like I like my characters light and nimble, and I know the Battlefield goes a little bit more towards a realistic side, even though it's an arcade shooter still. But that's one of the reasons why I don't play Fortnite. I feel like my character is slow as hell. I'm riding through a map. I have a stamina bar that holds me back from running and getting to places, and that's one of the things that I hate experiencing in games. Now, kind of that's my opinion, right? That's my taste. But some other people more probably like the more realistic, movement. We know real soldiers are not slide canceling in Iraq, new carajo. What is doing? No real soldier is gonna leave the cover and slide cancel towards the next cover, or wall bounce. Like we know that shit, right? But I want to hear from you. You guys like this more grounded approach, like less bunny hopping, less lighting, more like grounded military type shit, or do you guys like the more arcadey stuff so you can have like more fun, the crazy shit? Because this is something that I do with my friends. I'll be like, I'm gonna go crazy. You know, when we're playing in a custom match or something, and I start running around, jumping, and I don't even chew my gun. I just like clowning them, like,
Well,
hit me, miss me. I enjoyed that. But I don't know about you guys. Maybe you guys don't. So
I
I
thought the
mean,
movement was fine in the beta, and that's what
yeah,
I remember
likewise.
it to be. I didn't like 2042's movement though. That was way too much. Way too much. It was
Yeah,
like Call of Duty but Battlefield. You make me pick my gun up like this and start running with my gun near my
yeah,
head. I don't
yeah,
like it.
yeah. You don't like the what is it like a
Tag sprint.
tactical sprint? Yeah,
Don't
tactical
like it.
sprint.
I can't really have an opinion because the last Battlefield that I played was either Battlefield 3 or 4, and that was in the beta testing
Uh-huh.
on the PlayStation. So I don't really have much of an opinion on the latest Battlefields. I like Battlefields, don't get me wrong. I have Bad Company 1 and 2, but it's just, I mean, even Call of Duty outside of 6, the last one that I played was 3. I do have 4, but I don't really have that. So, I'm not a big Gears fan. I mean, I love Gears, don't get me wrong. I just don't play a lot of it. I love Halo. So, it is what it is. There's certain first-person shooters that, grasp my attention off the get-go. Don't get me wrong, I like all of them, but some I just play more than others.
And
You don't
also
like
the thing,
Fortnite, don't
Power
lie to me.
Buzz, that I wanna say is like this game is $70. It's not like
Mhm.
like
It's not cheap.
I don't know, like a free-to-play game that you can just like hop in and see what the hell is up. So keep that in mind, because I mean, all the games, like I said, Call of Duty is free to play, Delta Force free to play, Splitgate 2 free to play, Halo Infinite multiplayer free to play. They're right there, full of updates and shit. So I mean, now they doing something like a Warzone, like a battle royale. Is that gonna be free to play? I got that question, because if it's not and it's behind that $70 tag, it's gonna flop.
I don't
I mean,
want
it's gonna flop.
another fucking battle royale. I'm so fucking over battle royales.
Yeah.
Every fucking shooter is a battle royale, and people like Tim the Tatman are like, "Oh, I want to play it, and it's gotta be how I want to play it. And if you say otherwise, you don't know what you're talking about." I'm
Funny
tired
you
of
should
it.
say that. I was watching one of Nimmerks, because I actually follow Nimmerk because he's a huge Gears head. He was world champion and all that Gears. So I was watching lately his Gears Reloaded streams because they're really good. And he started playing Borderlands, and he said the only thing this game is missing right now is a battle royale. I'm like, Nick, like what? What the
Every
hell?
single
They so
streamer
addicted to that shit. You're right.
They wanted Helldivers to have fucking battle royale or PvP elements. I'm so tired of games bending the knee to people being like, "Oh yes, we need to have a battle royale because we want to be the next Fortnite or Call of Duty." No, stop, please.
Happy Friday, mi gente, says Luis Rivera. Dímelo, papi. How you doing, bro? Desire saying, I have a sailor's mouth. I used to be a prison guard. Damn, Desire.
Prison guard
Talking
lieutenant.
all that shit. Music 72 in the building. Dímelo, papi. Holy shit. Music 72 said, no 4K 60, let alone 4K 120. The systems are coming up on 5 years old. I mean, and the most surprising thing is seeing the PlayStation 5 Pro getting the same FPS as the Series X and even the Series S. I mean, you're going to be playing that shit at 60, 70, 80 FPS. You're probably going to get some screen tear if your device doesn't have FreeSync or VSync or whatever. Like, it's gonna be a little shaky. We got Archangel's Nexus in the house saying nobody should ever die with words. America is supposed to be the world's dinner table. We're always supposed to be at dinner tables talking. I'm gonna keep it 100. It makes me not want to make content anymore. Facts, man. Yeah, it's a kind of a like I was speaking. The Power Bus, right? What did I say, Power Bus? I was staying away from Twitter and shit. I was just posting and leaving. I wasn't even checking things, which is why I'm a little bit lost for news this week, because I didn't. It's just like too much, and I kept on curating my Twitter timeline, and a lot of shit came out. A bunch of people saying things that you don't want
To
hear.
be
You don't
honest,
wanna
I've been
see,
doing
it's like not
similar
nice.
the same things. I haven't been wanting to see half the stuff like Charlie Kirk. I don't like political things ever since I
Yeah.
joined the military back in 2002. That's the reason why I don't vote for the presidency, because I don't vote for my boss. Even though I'm not in the military anymore, I still keep that mentality. I'll still
Yeah.
believe what I believe. I'll still try to sway people to my side if I have a position to state. But outside of that, I don't care about politics.
Right.
Hardly at
We
all.
don't. We don't hear, honestly.
Now,
We
I
don't give a
care
fuck.
when you bring politics into things that I do like, then
Yep.
I'll have a problem with it.
Yes, sir. Like talking politics and video games, bro. Like screw that shit. Jules in the house saying, I'm not interested in Battlefield, but I'm happy the performance is gonna be good. And that's the other thing, bro. Whatever happened to getting happy about other people being able to enjoy something and being nice? Like, yo, like I know I don't give a shit about, I don't know, Ghost of Yotei, for example, but I know people will like it, and it's like
Yeah.
fine, okay. I'm happy you like it, man. Like I'm happy you are having fun with it. Whatever happened to that? Archangel Nexus saying, I'm so happy to see Battlefield come back to form and get rid of all that goofy shit. I don't care about frames. Facts, man. Yeah, we don't really care too much about frame, but we were saying, and based on what happens to Borderlands now and how they've been getting cooked, like I feel like a similar thing will happen to Battlefield, being that a bunch of people who are new to a franchise are trying to jump over. So when they realize that it's not always greener on the other side, that all these games come with the issues, if when they're gonna wake up and be like, oh shit, maybe we didn't have that
I
problem.
just care. I don't care if they say it's 10 FPS, 30 FPS, 40 FPS, 60 FPS, 120, or 200 million FPS. The only thing that
it's not worth it. Okay.
The only thing that I care about is if it is stable. Because if it is stable, they can always fix it from there.
Yes, sir. I do. And
Make it
also very
stable
important.
first.
I think that they nailed, based on the beta, and I gotta be here with Desire, they nailed the gameplay and what Battlefield is all about. Now, my only concern during the beta was that they show a bunch of smaller maps, which I love, right? But when you're playing Battlefield, you really want a battlefield. You just don't want a piece of the city to fight on. You want a battlefield. You know what I mean? What I'm talking about, we want Damavon pick. They put Firestorm, Operation Firestorm in there, which is one of the most legendary maps. And I can't wait to play in there because that's one of my favorite ones. One of my favorites. I'm expecting to see Grand Bazaar. I want to see Damavon Peak, like I said. I want to see, like, I don't know, like Carcan Island, maps like that. I want them to bring back OG maps that were so dope. And I think they're gonna do it, bro, because they do have a section of the game for that, right? I think it's called like Operations or something. That is like a place similar to like what is it, like what they have in Halo? What is it? A forge that people can make their own modes and do their own thing. Yeah, so that's pretty good, man. Let's get into the some of the news here. Do you guys hear about this? The Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake.
Yeah, they ruined it.
Oh, they ruined it, dog. I'm all Desire. Don't be
It's
like
RPG. That. They ruined it. They're ruining all the gameplay. They ruined it. I have made a tweet about how badly they ruined it.
So you think it's gonna be RPG? Yeah, they were saying that it was gonna be a different combat.
It's gonna be RPG style of newer AC games. It's gonna have loot and gear stats, two things I already don't like. It's going to have inventory systems I don't care for. It's going to have combat leaning toward the RPG style rather than the choreographed combat of the original, which was fantastic.
It was,
and
really
they
good,
ruined it.
The
map's not bigger.
The only thing that I've seen that's a positive, out of all of it is that there's going to be no loading screen transitions between the land to ship combat. That's the only positive.
Cool.
That's the only positive.
They ruined.
Now, mind you, I've only played chapter 1,
and
I got the game day 1 too.
The part that pisses me off the most is they're removing the original fucking Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag from purchase.
What?
They're delisting it.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Well,
my favorite
both on
Assassin's
Steam
Creed
and on
of all
Xbox.
time is getting delisted.
It's the highest rated Assassin's Creed of all
like
time.
that, bro. Why? I know you're making a new version, but like, why do people want to play the old version and you still get money for it? Like, I don't really get it. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm mixed on this because I played the hell out of that game already, and I beat it and all of that
Agreed.
back when it came out on the Xbox One. I have very good memories about it, right? So I sort of don't want to ruin them because I already play. I know the story. I know everything that happened. I did everything in there that there is to do in Black Frags. I think this is not for us, Desire. This is for the younger generations that didn't get to see it. And it kind of
There was
sucks
a
that they
tweet that
are,
was made. Let me see if I can find it.
yeah, but there is like this thing which, I mean, kids, they have to make it
I
more
have it.
viable for kids to stay.
I'll
You
send
know,
it.
so if you don't give them something like loot and stuff, kids might not like it, and that's the thing. But at the same time, I think they should stick. I mean, I don't mind having loot and things like that, but the whole combat system being changed to
I
more
got it.
RPG when the one that they had, they could have just like make it a little bit better, and you know, like sort of like improve the animations, upgrade the takedowns and stuff, like make it more you know, up to date. And they went ahead and revamped the whole thing. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll probably keep it
I got
in
it
the
pulled up.
backlog somewhere. I'll pull it up right now. I'll probably keep it in the backlog. But I'm not looking forward to picking up this day one because I already, you know, I mean, it's not that long ago that that game came out, in my opinion. What was it like? And during this time, it looked really good. It looked incredibly good. So I don't really remember this game to having bad graphics or things like that. So I don't know. Which one is the Powerballs? The latest one that you did? Which one? Which one do I
It
pull?
should be what I have pulled
Desire
up right now.
or yours?
Mine is the actual tweet that shows the entire information. I don't know if this
I
is
Okay,
think
let's
so.
pull that one up. This Powerballs, and then
Yeah.
we do yours.
Yep.
Okay,
it
hold
goes.
on.
It shows exactly everything that's in it.
Okay,
Like-
make it bigger.
Make it bigger. Okay.
Yep. I mean, if you can now. I mean, it is what it is.
That's
This
the
is-
same one that I have pulled up actually.
Okay, cool, perfect. Okay, so go through it.
Control, scroll in, desire.
I did.
It didn't.
You want me to do even more? Fine.
Hey, we're getting old over here. We need to see shit. Go for the Powerballs. Give me a second.
All right, so it says the new Assassin's Creed remake removes the modern day and replaces them with more content in Edward's pirate era, a few extra hours compared to the original. That's possibly cool. Okay, it says the gameplay will shift closer to the RPG style of newer AC games, which, let's face it, Origins, Valhalla, and Shadows, nah. Loot and gear stats for Edward, that was never a big bonus for the Assassin's Creed games. Inventory systems. I
will add that
I
for meetings,
very
coachings,
rarely
you most likely
don't
will
like
be
that
on
idea.
camera when you are
Combat leaning toward the RPG style rather than the choreographed combat of the original. That is a big downgrade. No loading screens between moving ship to land. That I think is a plus. Map is not bigger, but islands will be filled with more activities and side content. It's bloat and filler, and Ubisoft is known for that.
Yay. More filler. Woo.
Expected to include cut content from the original. Okay, that's fine as long as they don't make it a DLC that you have to pay for.
I thought it was supposed to come with the DLCs that are already in the game.
Oh, that yes, but I'm talking about cut content as a DLC. It's not the same big budget remake level as Resident Evil 2 or Silent Hill 2, but it's more of a faithful reimagining with updates. That could possibly be cool. Uses the new Anvil pipeline engine, same as AC Shadows, which I really hope not, because there were so many problems with Shadows. I mean, you just watch Gar's video.
Shadows
You just-
was so bad.
I mean,
made so
say
many
what you want about the
It was.
say what you want about the gameplay of the game, but I'm talking about the mechanics and the bugs and glitches that were about. You know, you just watch Gar of the Rage's video that he showcases a whole slew of them, and I'm sure that's not even all of them. The release window is set to target early 26, likely March, and some people think it could slip to later in the year, which it's fine if they fix what they need to. And it says they're reusing some assets from Skull and Bones to cut costs, but it won't be obvious to players. I'm sorry, but if you played Assassin's Creed the original Black Flag and you played Skull and Bones and you like both games, or even if you played both games, you're going to know the reused assets.
I swear to God, if they add in a fucking stamina bar to my fucking ship, I'm going to lose my fucking shit.
So I don't think that, all of this is bad. However, there's a lot more bad than good.
They better not add no damn stamina bar to my ship. They better not.
So yeah, there's a lot of
Hey, stamina
things.
bars, bro.
There's a lot of things that go wrong with this, and there's a lot of things that I think they need to definitely look at improving before they try to solidify this as a release. I hope it slips later in the year so that they have more time to polish, especially with the fact that early in the year we got Fable still to release.
Yeah.
And that's not including things that we don't know about that next week we're going to find out on the Tokyo Game Show that we're going to talk about next Friday.
I just want my fucking State of Decay 3, damn it. That's all I want.
I'm hoping for a release date of that finally.
That's all
Yeah.
I want. Just give me
We
a
gotta
release
see,
date,
man.
please.
Shout out to BB Money. He said Black Flag is my favorite game. And I gotta admit, out of the Assassin's Creed, I gotta say the Ezio Auditore trilogy was my favorite thing about Assassin's Creed. I love that character. But then it comes to Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And the fact is, like, the pirates and the buccaneers and being in the Caribbean, being able to be in Jamaica, Cuba, all these places, it's just like, I don't know, it's just like the Caribbean, bro. I love that shit. That's my jam. And I just love the setting, man. I just hope that they can do justice to one of the greatest Assassin's Creed games, right? Like, we can all
They
agree
already
with it.
failed it. I swear to God, I'm gonna make
Come
I'm
on,
gonna
give
make
him-
I'm gonna make a
come on,
30-minute
Desire.
rant video if they add a fucking stamina bar
give
to
him
my
at
ship.
least, give him at least the benefit of the doubt, because
No.
even though you don't like some of the elements, you don't know how well they're gonna implement it into the new.
They're
know,
ruining
thing.
my favorite game of one of my favorite games of all time, the game that made me love Assassin's Creed, the game that made me go into the Ezio Auditore de Finance collection, the game that made me play Assassin's Creed 1, the game that I played Unity, even though Unity was terrible, I was still able to find fun because I could go back to Black Flag, the game that made me keep buying Assassin's Creed till Shadows. And I still tried Shadows.
Yeah,
Because
you
I
did.
love fucking Black Flag. I did refund Shadows though. It was terrible.
That's like crack. You try it once, now you can't get up, man. It is what it is.
It was my favorite game of all. One of my favorite games of all time. It's in my top 10.
Yeah, I mean, a shout out to Archangel Nexus. He said this. This is an amazing comment. He said, when gamers return to the libraries, they want to see all the books exactly where they left them, on the shelf. We need devs to stop messing with the backlog. That's true, bro. Stop messing around with, like, if you want to make a new version, make it, but then just don't get rid of the older version. Like, why are you even doing that, bro? That's so crazy, man.
That's the part that irks me the most, is that they're taking the game that matters and that everyone remembers and that most people's childhoods, like mine, were that game, and you're removing it from the ability of buying it. Why?
Lycos 45 saying, we are pirates who don't do anything. We just sit at home and lie around. Shout out to him, man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go as far as I did, but they're ruining one of my favorite games of all
Yeah,
time.
you're
I'm
good.
not,
You're good, bro.
not happy.
Yeah, it is bullshit, bro. I don't see anybody liking that, bro. But we'll see. I'll dare to give them the benefit of the doubt, and hopefully they do a good remake. I mean, we can be hopeful, Desire. There's really, like, I mean, it doesn't cost us a thing. We can knock it. We'll have time to, trash it when it comes out. For now, we give them the benefit of the doubt.
I don't
And
give
let's
them
move,
nothing.
let's move on to something that I know you like, that I've seen you play. Dying Light, the Beast.
Yeah, I like
Recently
that game.
released. And people are talking about this is the best open world game of the year. I don't know if I agree with that.
I didn't
but-
play Borderlands 3 or 4, so I can't.
No, and what about Kingdom Come Deliverance, which is absolutely amazing and a heavy contender in my opinion for game of the year. If they don't, yeah, it is fire, bro. It is
I
really
don't like
good.
its UI. Eh.
Just because you don't like the UI doesn't mean it's not a good game. It's
Oh,
confusing as
it's
shit.
funny as shit. Don't
Yeah,
get
it
it
is really
twisted.
good.
But
Yeah.
I like the Beast quite a lot because there's a lot more to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, I was watching my homeboy playing this yesterday. He was like streaming it to me on Discord. I was also watching you playing Desire as well.
I think you
And
play a
bro,
lot.
for what I see, it look crazy. The physics on these games are insane. You can kick the zombies out of the roof. They bounce around like a real human will. And they also have like nice rock dog mechanics. You got that ability that you go running and double kick them like
I heard, yeah, the
WWE
running
kick,
drop kick.
wrestling kick.
I
Yeah.
heard I heard they brought back, so 2 got rid of the dynamic light that you used to be able to watch cross your fucking screen, and it was awesome. I heard they brought that back. I haven't checked it yet because I've only played it for 45 minutes because I had to go. But I'll be playing that again tonight because I really want to find out.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good game. I mean, based on what people are saying and based on the gameplay that the homeboy showed me, they also got like this new mechanic now. I think that the guy builds up rage.
Yeah. And
And
he fully freaks
yeah,
out
yeah.
like a zombie, and it's awesome.
And then you
It's
like
fun.
out of the blue, you start going crazy. And it's
You
just
have to
like,
understand
yeah.
Kyle Crane is literally half volatile because of the following. The following was awesome.
Right. And then they say later on, like my homeboy was telling me, that later on you can actually control it and decide when to go on rage. But for at the beginning, it's just like you build up, and it just catch you when you build your meter up. So I mean, shout out to them for putting out a good game. I got Dying Light the first one. I picked it up on
First
Epic
one is the
for free.
best still, and I
Yeah.
liked Beast, but I
I,
still say 1 is awesome.
Yeah. And the second one I've been wanting to play. I've been wanting to get into the games, but obviously right now you see me on screen here playing Borderlands. That's all that is for until Ninja Gaiden comes out, and then Outer Worlds. I don't know how I'm gonna do to beat Ninja Gaiden in 2 weeks. Given I don't know how difficult the game is gonna be, how many hours it's gonna be, and be able to play then Outer Worlds.
Well, I'm playing
Like,
in Outer Worlds. I'm excited.
yeah, I'm excited, but I'm excited about Ninja Gaiden too. So it's crazy. And on top of that, in the mix, throw Battlefield, throw Call of Duty, who's also coming out that I'm going to be playing, and all these like new updates that we're seeing on all the games, like even Apex Legends. I have some crazy ass updates that have brought me back to the game and new game mode, new abilities.
I
They
don't like it.
tweaking the legends and
It's-
all of that.
I don't
And
like
it's
battle
just
royales.
like, damn, like what is going on? Like, not only good games are coming out, but all older games are seeing updates. So it makes it more difficult for me to check everything out. I don't know if you've seen the Halo update with the invasion mode, which is fucking amazing. I played the hell out of it the other day. It was fire.
I'm hopeful for the Cuff Bus game that was alleged to come out this year. It looks really fun.
Doesn't that have a release date?
I don't think it has a release date yet. I'm gonna
Let me
check
look.
because it's on my wish list. I want to play it really bad. No, it just says 2025.
Nah.
It looks really fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of good games coming out. Jump Chip. I mean, no,
Oh,
Jump Chip.
fucking
No.
Sonic Racing Crossworlds comes out.
Right. Yeah.
That game looks like it's going to be the better Mario Kart. Sorry, Mario
Wow.
Kart World fans.
Did you happen to see the advertisement that
Yeah, it was
Sonic
great.
Crossworlds put
They
out?
straight up shat on them.
That was such a call out to
We're
Mario
like,
Kart.
oh,
It's
but
not
you
even
can
funny.
open world, and Sonic just blew by it like, okay. The fuck is playing a kart racer for open world?
But yeah, Sonic. Some people are saying that it is even better than Mario, Super Mario Kart. Some people I heard and I seen on Twitter. I don't really know much about them. But how do you
No.
feel about it, Desire? Do you like it?
I think a lot of the games that are coming out later that are more next year are going to be the best games ever. Like what? We got the Blood of the Dawnwalker, Lego Batman, but obviously you said you're talking about Sonic. Yeah, I think it looks fantastic. It's what I wanted out of a kart racer because I don't know, they added custom karts, something that Mario Kart World got rid of.
Mm,
Because fuck you, give me money.
yep. I don't know, man. I feel like, we are going through we went through a period, right? Of a couple of years that games were ass, like literally. They were really bad. I don't know if it was because of COVID or something, but we had like games coming out with like a bunch of optimization issues. I mean, it's not you see Borderland here.
Well, because
Um,
people weren't making games
yeah,
at the studios; they were making it at their homes, which
at
is a
their
lot harder.
homes, right? So they were making games, sitting in you know what I'm saying, like just chilling, messing up, playing games and making games too. Cause that's another thing. A lot of game developers don't even play games though. That's
So
crazy. Being a
there's a
game
lot of
developer that doesn't
games.
play game. Oh,
There's a lot of games that I'm looking forward to. Obviously Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm hyped for Outer Worlds 2. I'm gonna go back before it releases and play Outer Worlds 1.
You
Uh,
haven't beaten one, you got to play one.
yeah, I'm going to. I've barely played any of it. Then
Somebody
there's, but no, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. But then there's games that I have to look at. What am I going to be spending my money on? Right now, there's 3 of them. Okay. Right now, we got Digimon Time Stranger, which is the beginning of next month, October 2nd. Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
I played the demo; it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going over the demo constantly.
I'm not even a Digimon fan. It's pretty.
Early next year, I'm looking forward to getting the new Star Wars Zero Company.
Is that next year? I thought they.
It's early next year.
Okay, I thought they said.
And that's basically XCOM with Star Wars characters, and I want to see how well that does. And then a throwback. I know it's an Ubisoft game. God rest my soul, but it is Heroes of Might and Magic: The Olden Era. And I know Desire doesn't like turn-based games, but those games are really fun and in-depth in story. And this is supposed to be a prequel.
Hey, I like South Park. Damn it!
But that's not an Ubisoft
South Park
game.
is like, come on, South Park is
is.
more like comedy.
Ubisoft is most certainly a fucking owned South Park guy. Not the first
Really?
one, the second one, yeah. The second South Park is an Ubisoft game.
Yeah, but it's the first one that you like, which is not an Ubisoft game.
I like first and second. Both of them are fantastic. What are you talking about?
Okay, but still, you don't like most. You don't like most Ubisoft. You didn't like Mario Kingdom Rabbids Battles.
No, because it was stupid.
I enjoyed it, including the second one, Sparks of Hope. But I like turn-based. You don't. You like. I will put it this way: you like XCOM.
Yes, I do like.
But that's military. So I can't say, but there's a fine line of what you do like and what you don't.
Yeah.
And
what about
only
Gears
you
Tactics?
can dictate that.
Any of you guys like it? Gears Tactics?
It was hit or miss for me.
Yeah,
I did enjoy it.
I thought it was a lower tier version of Halo Wars, but
yeah,
it was okay.
Oh, Halo Wars is fire.
Yeah,
I actually loved Hive Busters more than anything.
Yeah.
So, but those are the games that I'm looking at forward to paying for.
I don't hate everything music. I just don't care for turn-based games unless they're funny.
But at the same time, most of the other games like Ninja Gaiden 4 and Outer Worlds 2 that I mentioned and Fable, they're all coming to Game Pass, so I get those.
Yeah,
but you have to understand. I also love my Doom and fucking Power doesn't. I'm just kidding.
Hey, I love Doom.
It's okay if you don't, bro. Like
I still got to go back and finish playing Doom Dark Ages.
Bro. Sometimes there's some games that I don't like and y'all can like, man. It's fine. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? That's why diversity is so important.
I completely forgot.
That's why you don't want every game to be the same, bro. That's what the turn-based Desire. Even though we're not really into it. That's what they gotta exist. You know what I'm saying?
Have you guys been able to talk about Mafia, and how was your guys' feel? I wasn't around for a couple weeks.
For Mafia, I didn't get to play. I watch a Cult Classic Cage stream. Shout out to her.
She
was
having a good time, but she was complaining too.
There was goods and bads about it. I don't think it's quite there yet.
For anyone that wonders how I feel about it, because I fucking love Mafia. It's not as good as 2, but it's still fun because there is less gameplay than there is story and cutscenes. And I don't like Is it fun? Of course it is. But is it a game that I would recommend for $70 fucking dollars? Hell no, because there's more cutscene than there is gameplay for the main game. Now there is more if you 100% it, but if you're gonna 100% a Mafia game, why?
Yeah.
It's fun, but it's
I don't know, boy. I'm not a completionist, but I mean Borderlands is really like the world is really grabbing me, and I don't mind doing the things that they're telling me to do, like go do this, go do that. They even made Final Destiny, bro. It's so funny. You know how it is, how they're making Final Destiny.
I hate
Okay,
Destiny.
so you run into remember on Destiny they give you a ghost that
Yes.
talks to you.
So
Okay, so
stupid.
you run into a similar thing that tells you take some software to scan, and you know what it does? It takes you to a pile of garbage and it scans, and all the loot that it gives you is green and blue. So it's shit loot.
Can you
So it's literally like making Final Destiny's shit loot system. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I fuck with that, Harry. That was super, super fun. And they even got different ones with different personalities. So that's funny. One of them is really like I would say like sexually aggressive. Like she was like trying to touch you, like get me closer to you. I can't. Oh, you got some big hands. Like it's like really, really, really funny, bro. I don't mind doing Borderlands, bro. As 100% game. Will I ever do it? I don't know because
I'll be right back.
Honestly, I'm 45 hours in, and I'm still in the first part of the month. So there you go. That's the crazy shit about Borderlands. But yeah, isn't the Xbox Tokyo Game Show going on? Is it next week or today?
Let me see.
Is it today?
When
I'm
is the
like I said, I'm out of the loop, staying away from social media this week. But
It is September 25th to the 28th.
oh, so next
is
week.
the Tokyo Game Show, which
So
is
next week.
Yes.
Next week. That's right. So there's a post going around about a game, an Xbox game that is gonna make an appearance in the Tokyo Game Show. The leaks point towards Forza Horizon new game. So I don't know. Are you excited for a new Forza Desire?
No, I don't like racing games.
You said you were excited about Sonic.
Yeah, because it's a kart racer. Kart racers and racing games are completely different.
Understand.
I don't hate on people that like it. My wife likes
yeah.
those. She also likes turn-based games, which is funny.
I don't know, bro,
Her and I
but
just don't like the same game.
I'm not a Forza guy, like meaning like I don't be playing that all the time.
Xbox will present at September 25th at 7 p.m. Japanese time or 3 a.m. Pacific. What the fuck? At 6 a.m. Eastern time. Oh my god.
Holy crap.
Early as they're gonna present before I even wake my ass up.
A big dumb grand. Oh.
Cloud Trapper is a shit, bro. So yeah, man. Looking forward to the Tokyo Game Show. Is they show Forza? I'm gonna be playing it. Look, I drive a lot in real life, so don't really like the racing games as much as I liked it before. I would say that before, I would say 10 years ago when I was into, racing and all of that, like, out there hanging out with the cars and stuff, I felt like, like I like these games more. Like I used to play more Forza, like Forza Horizon 4, for example. I played that more than I did 5. And it's just, that I actually drive in real life, and I can see why people get into it. And it's extremely fun when you get with friends. Like Forza Horizon 5 is, one of the best games that you can play with friends. Even though it's just driving, it's just like hanging out with your boys and going somewhere and doing a race. And they have crazy events and stuff. They have a great variety of the way that you can race your cars. So I think that's one of the things that they do well. They got off-road rally, not Formula One, but Indy cars and stuff. So it's dope.
I just got an idea of what game it's going to be.
What?
It's going to be OD, the game that's being made by Kojima.
Do you think so?
Well, what other games are they making that has a Japanese dev or is well known for Japanese?
Well, the thing is that the rumor is that Forza is gonna be set in Tokyo or Japan.
I,
So
I'm,
that's
I'm, hope,
why
I'm
they
hopeful it's
might
OD.
be they might be it might be coming also.
I
I
hope
mean,
it's
I
not
don't
this.
know, because I mean, one thing for sure, Xbox and everybody in general, they are going more towards the Oriental market, like Korean, Japanese. They like exploring the market,
You
Chinese.
know that Oriental is racist when you say that, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a
Oriental's
cardinal point? I mean, I don't know.
no, so Oriental is like a way of saying furniture and not
No.
yeah, it's not and
I don't know, bro.
clothing.
Whatever. That other side, I don't know. People really, bro. They
I
make
can
the
say that I'm half
weirdest
Asian.
shit. Thank you for pointing that out, but I didn't know that, bro. That's crazy.
Hey, it's all right. I'm
Yeah,
half
bro.
Asian.
Like
You get a pass. You get a pass.
at least, bro. In Spanish, we say el Medio Oriente, like the Middle East. So we
Mhm,
say Oriente, like the East. It's
mhm.
the actual translation. So when you say Oriental, it's like the same to me. It doesn't. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's when you're
I'm
talking
saying
about
Oriental. I'm not saying fuck the East Side. It's the like I don't know what people make. People are so soft. Anyways, moving on. I think that it's gonna be whatever Forza. Yeah, I think that's what everybody's
I mean,
thinking, and
if they
it's cool.
have some of the stuff that's around in Japan, like my favorite
Mhm.
trees on this planet to this day is cherry blossoms. I fucking love cherry blossoms. I love how they look. They are really, really nice. Yeah, it's it's
Yeah, it's beautiful though. It's beautiful. Cherry blossom, sakura. That's how you say it, right? Sakura or sakura, something like that. Cherry blossom. Shout out to Dave Reese in the house. How you go? How you doing, bro? Shout out to you, man. Thank you for coming through. We got Jules saying Sega is back, and they really are. Because you think about it, that Shinobi game is slapping hard, bro. Shinobi game, bro. Woo! I can't wait to actually pick it up. But when I'm gonna get a chance, but for what I've seen, is dope. They also got like supposedly Golden Axe versions working. They're working on it. They're working on Jet Set Radio and Streets of Rage. Is it like they're doing another Streets of Rage, something like that? I don't know, bro. Sega is doing their thing. They got more games than Sony PlayStation. That's for sure. That's for sure. And everybody really, like even Capcom got more games than Sony at this moment. I mean, that brings another topic into mind. Like, is Sony PlayStation gonna be at the Tokyo Game Show? Any of you guys know? I haven't heard anything about it. I think Power Boss has some information on that, but yeah, I don't know. Drift Band is saying Sega does what Nintendo don't. That old advertising is coming back. Yeah, I actually like more Sega than Nintendo. I vibe more with their games than Nintendo, especially now that I'm older. Maybe back when I was smaller kid, I would rock more with Nintendo. But now, like as a grown up, I think I like Sega more. Nothing personal. I like Nintendo games too, bro. Donkey Kong looks crazy, looks fun, but like I said earlier, I wouldn't go out my way to just
my
pick up a
kids really
Nintendo.
like Donkey Kong. They only
Yeah.
play it at their parents though, because I don't like Nintendo and I don't want Nintendo in my house.
Drift Bandit with the two, man. Thank you for the two. He says Sega Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Remember?
Oh, hey, look at that. Cassie's here.
Yeah, she's been around. She's been here.
I didn't know. She
She's
says
been.
Sony skipped on Gamescom to be at TGS instead.
Oh, so they're gonna be at Tokyo Game Show. Oh,
So they better
okay.
have something. Well, they're going to have Yotei, most likely,
It's kind of sad when you have to
and a
skip
few other
one
things.
in order to be present at the other, and you cannot just be everywhere. Like attend to every gaming show. That's kind of sad. That's a sad situation to be in
I
because
feel
I
like they
mean,
should be able to. It's just
of
weird that they're
course,
not.
it's like they don't have the shit. They don't have nothing to show,
'Cause
bro,
they
and
don't
that's
got
what's
any,
happening.
yeah. Well, you'd think that they're going down to just having like one big release now every year. Because think about it, outside of fucking like their actual games that they own, what else comes out this year outside of Yotei?
That's it. As far as
Because
I
Death
know,
Stranding they don't own.
that's it. And this year, that's all they had. You could argue
I
that
could
Death
be
Stranding
wrong.
2 you could argue that Death Stranding 2 was part of it, but I mean, is it really theirs? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with PlayStation, but sad story, man. Sad story. They recently saying I want a Blue Stinger remake. Have you played that one? I haven't played that one.
Who asked for what? What? Oh, Blue Stinger. No, never played it.
Did you never play it?
No.
I don't know. What is it about? I gotta look it up. I haven't played that one either.
I've
I
never
mean,
heard of it.
sometimes people told me like, "You haven't played this game," and I'm like, "No," and they're like, "Why?" I'm like,
You know what
"I
games we
didn't
need a
hear about
remake
it."
of though?
Which one?
Sly Cooper and Jack and Daxter.
Yeah,
And hell,
they
Infamous.
should.
Give me all three, please.
Yeah,
That's all
I
I
don't know,
ask.
man. I don't know
Fucking
what's going on at
Sony.
Sony. We're gonna have to wake him up because I mean, and now the Power Balls, didn't you tell me that Sony was going to do something at Tokyo Game Show or something? I think you have more information on it.
Yeah,
we do-
if you look up my other screen share right now.
All right. Let me remove this one from stage.
Oh, is mine still showing? I'm sorry.
No.
No,
yours-
it's okay.
Oh, okay.
So apparently, the rumor is that sometime next week from Nate the Hate, that PlayStation is going to have some sort of show before this Tokyo Game Show. We don't know if it's a state of play, state of showcase, whatever. It's just something Sony. Now, let's not mix words. Sony has an SIE booth at Tokyo Game Show. Somebody has a floor plan. What's that?
I don't know if you guys can see it, but a notification here on YouTube, it says you were gifted a channel membership. Welcome to Reforge Gaming community.
Oh,
What?
that's
sorry.
funny as shit.
Yo, I'm dead. Yes, support the devs. That's the what the
Wow.
fuck, gave me, bro. They love doing that shit. They gave me one for Marlon, but now Reforge. I hope that I don't know if you can see it. Yeah,
Oh man. Now,
That's funny.
so out of this list that we're seeing real quick,
So yeah, this is what he says that is supposed to be shown, wish listed or whatever, is Wolverine re-reveal
that game looked
supposedly after
terrible.
the leaks that Insomniac had.
I have zero faith in Insomniac after 2. Zero. None.
Sorrow's gameplay. I might be hyped for that one.
Okay. All right.
Returnal 2, you know. Intergalactic gameplay.
No.
I don't have any
No.
high hopes for No More Heroes at Home.
No more heroes, but the Temu version. No, I'm good.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3, I can see that being shown, but I don't have any hopes after Rebirth.
Can we not constantly re-release 7 and not just make it the entire game?
I mean, I had hopes for Remake when it came out and Integrate, and it was a downgrade in my opinion from the original, and I was sorely disappointed in Rebirth. And I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. New God of War game.
No.
No, not unless it's the Greek remake trilogy, which I don't think it is.
And I'll die. Do you want to know why I say no? They ruined God of War.
Oh, absolutely, they did.
God of War, I think it's 2018, and the God of, or was it 26? I don't give a fuck. God of War, the Nordic ones have been terrible. You want to know why?
I will say, there was a funny tweet that somebody put out. I don't remember if it was Sony official or anything about Christopher Judge. Supposedly
bro?
the
What the
voice
hell?
act.
No, do not eat Pikachu.
Who did this? Whoever did this, man. Like, who did this? Well,
That's
thank
just
you.
funny.
Now I can get into what is it, like coffee morning break time, whatever play.
You have to be a member plus.
Oh, member plus.
You have
Okay,
to
bro.
spend even more money. Yeah. it's
Whatever,
fucking
guys. You
stupid.
guys, I think that they gift so many memberships that sometimes even when you're not watching, you still get it. And
Yeah,
I am
that's how it
subscribed to
happens.
all these guys. All of them, I'm subscribed to them because I actually support the content creators. I don't be
Mhm.
out there trying to clip them and not trying to support them. I go in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? I give him a like. All of them. Get my like.
I'm
You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Now,
Oh my
uh, I think the God of War. We're talking about an adaptation for a movie that Christopher Judge was supposed to play, and Christopher Judge, who is the voice and has always been the voice of Kratos,
Yeah, and he's a good
literally quote tweeted it and said, "I am,"
guy. Yeah.
with a question mark.
Now I'm gonna die on this hill. And I'm gonna die on it. I think
I
that
fully expect that Ragnarok and the Nordic remakes, like you, the storylines are complete dog crap.
No, I don't care about those games, and you want to know why? Instead of focusing on gameplay, they focus on cutscenes and story, which
Right.
is not what God of
Absolutely.
War was.
That's why I don't like it.
Absolutely.
That's why I don't like
Facts.
it. And anyone that hates me for that, you can cry about it. They ruined God of War. God of War used to be one of the games that I would literally state, "Hey, I actually am going to play the PS3 for something."
Yep. Shout out to
And
Lycos45. I
then
got one question here. He said, "You think we will see Silent Hill 2 remake release date for Xbox or Tokyo Game Show?"
I think there is a release date for it, isn't there?
I thought it was releasing day and date, isn't it?
I thought it was.
We'll see.
And then the last thing is Phantom Blade Zero. We've been seeing a couple good things about that game,
Yeah.
but it's another samurai style game, and I don't think it's going to do anything like Rise of the Ronin.
It's October 8th for Xbox.
Okay, but hold up. They're saying that this is at the next PlayStation event. So this has
Right.
nothing to do with Tokyo. They might be saving this for the state of
No, no.
play or showcase.
This is something that's supposed to be before the Tokyo Game Show
Ooh.
next week.
Oh, okay. So they're
Because
planning.
Tokyo Game Show is Thursday,
Mm.
and we're going to be covering it on Friday.
I feel
Yeah,
like
so
they
it's
won't show Phantom Blade. I feel like they'd show that at Tokyo Game Show.
I think it was a PlayStation showcase. I think. No,
State
not
of
showcase.
Play.
State of play. Yeah. They don't have showcases anymore.
They
Yeah, I
don't do
forgot about that.
showcases.
But even if
I don't
there
know.
is a showcase or state of play for PlayStation, I don't see it being until much later in the year, closer to the Video Game Awards.
You know what's killing the hype for me in this list is the predictability. Like we all know all of this.
These are the only
There's
games that
no
they have that we know
surprises.
about that they're coming out with.
And the new God of War, wasn't it like a side scroller,
Yeah,
smaller project type thing,
it was like Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
something like that? Hopefully that's good, bro. But I don't know, bro. Intergalactic, I might be
No.
interested in
Nope.
it.
Nope.
If
It
has,
is a worse No More Heroes. I'm good.
that's what you think it's gonna be.
Oh yeah. I think it's gonna be 100% No More Heroes.
Wow.
Without the funny. Because
Without
No
the
More Heroes
funny.
is fucking
Oh.
hilarious.
Yeah,
You
it
know
is
why?
fun.
Because when
It's
I get
fun.
done fighting,
It's
I
on Game
literally
Pass.
have to masturbate to
Yeah.
make my fucking sword come
Yeah.
back.
Holy
I
crap.
played it on the Wii. It was awesome.
Yeah. Well, No More Heroes. I think that it's on Game Pass if I'm not wrong. Or it's been in Game Pass. I know I played it there for a little bit. It's hard as hell, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That shit hard. Man, I don't know. I mean, this list is looking like whatever to me. I want to see some excitement. I want to see surprise. I want to see like, oh shit, we've been working on this behind the scene. Here it is, a brand new game with a brand new name that we don't know about. New project. It looks crazy. Got crazy gameplay mechanics. Something fresh, something new, bro. Because I feel like they're constantly regurgitating the same shit, the same game. It's like what like, they need to start doing something new, bro.
We forgot that they're going to be making a Horizon and Fair Games game, which are both going to be
Oh my
DOA.
God.
And that
And
fucking other
yeah, the
game-
Horizon MMO, Marathon, Fair Games.
I forgot about
and-
Marathon. I thought that game was already gone.
It might as well be at this point. They gutted the studio so badly. But it does say and more. And we know that if there is a Sony showcase of some sort, PlayStation State of Play or showcase, that they show about 13 games. Now,
Well,
don't get me wrong. I agree with Cassie on this.
Yeah, she said Phantom Blade Zero looks fire. I'm not gonna
It
lie,
does.
probably the
It
most
does look
interesting thing PlayStation had that isn't tainted, right? Yeah, I think Phantom Blade Zero is gonna be a decent game. Now, would it be like another Soul Aside? Keep that in mind too.
It looks kind of like. I thought it kind of looked like Black Myth Wukong in some aspects. Maybe I'm.
I
I don't
think
know.
it
I
looks
think
more
they're-
like Rise of the Ronin.
My
it is
problem,
Resident
my
Evil.
problem is gonna be that they downgrade the gameplay that they show in the beginning. It look crazy, like you have everything making sense.
I swear to
everything
God,
blocking.
if they have a journalist mode, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh yeah, they will, bro.
Oh, did you
They
hear
will
about
have-
the Final Fantasy remake and integrated release for Xbox and Switch 2?
Yeah, it will. And
When it
it's
comes
also at
out
a
in
discount now.
January, when it comes out in January next year, they're having cheat codes enabled
Ugh.
Mhm.
or toggleable for journalist mode. Max life, max health all the time, max MP all the time, and max items all the time. So literally, you're going to literally be sitting there playing the story, and you're going to literally be not challenged throughout the entirety of the game.
That's Reforge's gameplay style right there, boys.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
but
I'm
I
mad
hate
because
Ishin.
that's
Especially
literally
playing
what you play
Borderlands,
Final
bro.
Fantasy for.
Holy crap.
Remember when he tried to hold the fact that he beat Ishin as a point? I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all.
Maybe he did, bro.
No, I
Maybe
believe he
was able
paid for it to be
concentrate.
deleted. I don't believe that he did.
Maybe he was able to concentrate.
Ishin's the hardest boss fight I've ever had in my life. I've beaten him, but God, it was terrible.
I don't know if you know, boy, Final Fantasy VII Integrate is in discount. Let me say. Yeah, it's $23 right now. On Steam, actually. So
Now, I will
$23.
say the third one is supposed to be released everywhere day and date. That has yet to be seen, but that's this messaging that Square Enix has currently been giving.
That's because they're tired
And-
of the exclusive shit, which is nice.
Yes.
Okay, hold up. So this new Sonic game, I just seen it on Steam. It's $70 for a Razer. $70
For
for
what?
the Sonic Razer.
Yeah, Sonic Racing.
Sonic
yeah.
Crossworlds?
Yeah, $70.
It's $70,
Wow.
but it's got a
They
lot of
are
stuff in it.
tripping, bro.
What?
It
That's
actually looks
crazy.
like
It
it's
looks
worth
like it's worth
$40.
it. It actually looks worth it.
It looks like it's
Way
good, but $70 for that type of game, bro. I don't know, man.
There's a lot of stuff to do in it, though.
I'd have to see it more.
And I will.
I
It does
know.
look good. It does look good.
I'm
It
really
does look
excited
good. I'm
for
not.
it,
I'm not
so if
taking that
anyone's-
away from the game, but I'm saying for the $70, it doesn't look $70 good. I don't know, bro. Not even Borderlands. I consider a good $70 game. I pay for it because this is what I said. Like everybody said, $70 for a game is bad until one game that you want to play comes out $70, right? That's when you fold. Boy, I mean, let's keep it real, man. It's crazy. All right. I don't know.
Hey man, if I have the balls to
It's a key
state
game,
how
too.
many times I hate Call of Duty, and then I still don't do it, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It's like, sometimes you are not okay with it, but you do it anyways because that's what you're given. And, these developers are taking, advantage of that.
I won't do it with 80 though. You got me fucked up. Ain't happening.
No, at what point? At what
I'm
point
done.
we gotta stop?
I am standing my ground on the $80 thing.
Cole Classic said, yeah, sadly Sonic Racing is 70. I want to get it because the racing is really fun, but I have too much on my plate. Honestly, yeah, put that shit on the backlog.
That's exactly what I said to
there's
people.
no
I was
hurry.
like, look, there's way too much coming out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah. Didn't Fair Games lose its creator and director? Yes, they did. They lost everything. They lost their underwear, their socks, their weed stash. They lost it all, bro. That game might not even come out. I think Cassie said, yeah, classes. She said it. Yeah, Fair Games may not even arrive. Yeah, it might be DOA though. I kind of feel bad because I mean, another game, why not? But yeah, but $70 games are getting outrageous, guys. That's my takeaway. And thank you everybody for coming and hanging with all of us, man. Shout out to Desire, man, for making it through. I know he's been busy at work, man. What you been doing,
Always.
bro?
Always
What you been
busy.
up to?
Currently making videos on a bunch of idiots. As of yesterday, I made a video on Randy Pitchford, or 2 days ago. I made a video on Randy Pitchford. That was fun.
I
No,
didn't
was
think
it?
we.
So, last thing, I have an article from September 16th that was the claim of the Sony State of Player showcase. So this is what it says. Okay, PlayStation has a State of Play scheduled for next week, and that's what's claimed. So somebody just casually asked, Nate the Hate, like him or hate him, I don't think he's been right on 90% of his things. He says, will there be a Sony show State of Play or showcase this or next week, you think? And he says, next week.
Nice.
Doesn't say what it is. And we know that Sony is at the TGS, but we don't know in what capacity.
Yeah. So it might be a separate PlayStation event, or it might be just them
Right.
at TGS. Yeah, which is like my guess. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think they would want to.
And they have something of a layout for Sony SSDs.
I made a poll to get to see if I should get Borderlands 4, which I would play on stream. 18 people voted. All of them said hell no.
But you know what? The funny thing about it is like you don't get to play, and it's fun as hell.
I'll just wait till it gets cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I tell people. Like, I got it because I knew that I was gonna like it and I was gonna get the best out of the game. But you shouldn't wait for a discount. Pick it up for $50. I think it's fair, and you pick up the better version too because it's gonna be fixed by then. At least I hope so. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, I think this is the show. We're gonna call it a day. Happy Friday to all of you. Go ahead and play some games. Desire, let everybody know what you've been doing and where they can find you.
I do salt content. I'm an idiot that likes to make fun of other idiots. I know that's funny. I also play video games with my friends, and I upload both. The best way of finding me is on YouTube, which I'm gonna link a few times.
Yeah, drop the link.
And just catch me being an idiot if you want. I make a lot of jokes and I do a decent amount of editing.
Okay, that's a different story.
Let's go. What about you, Power Boss? What you been doing?
I've been sitting in the background playing video games and just having fun talking to people mostly. I've been playing a lot of Shadowverse and Magic the Gathering. I've been doing the demo for Digimon. I've been playing some Path of Exile 2, which I'm going to be playing later today. I'm going to go back to Grounded 2 and Minecraft.
Nice. Hey, shout out to Chabel, I See You, Cold Classic, Dr. Scott C, Archangel, Illegal Dad, Drift Bandit, Music 72, Jules. Bro, I see you, all of you, Dave Reese, all of you, man. Thank you so much for coming through and hanging out with us, bro. Let's do it again next Friday. Let's talk that shit. Let's hang out and have a great time.
We'll have that Tokyo Game Show next Friday.
I think I'll be busy next Friday.
All right.
So I don't know if I'll be there, but I'll try.
Yeah. No problem, Desire. Like, if you can make it, you can make it. If you cannot make it, it is what it is. We got real stuff to do in real life.
I don't know about you, Demo, but I'll be watching the 6 a.m. release of the Tokyo Game Show as it happens.
I am not waking up that fucking early just to watch that.
Yeah,
I probably won't have gone to bed yet. But
that's on
just
Thursday?
Me. Yeah, Thursday morning, 6 a.m.
No. I found out.
Oh, it's Thursday. I thought it was Friday. Is it Thursday?
We're going to be going over it on Friday.
Yeah, we're gonna be going over it on Friday. Yeah,
but it is Thursday at 6 a.m.
I'll probably catch any of the these guys' streams. Probably catch Crazy Louie or somebody. I know they come on in the morning and catch up on what they have to say about it. Shout out to them. And
but I'll be watching it so that I can make sure I can give my 2 cents when appropriate during our Friday show.
Awesome. I may be playing some Borderlands for this weekend, so come through, hang out, stay, turn on your notifications to all so you can see when I'm coming live. Keep an eye on me, bro, on Twitter. I'll be posting when I'm coming live. I've been posting some of the gameplay, some of the stuff that I've been doing behind the scene. I can't wait to bring you new videos, but it's almost like these ponies. Where are these ponies, bro? Like these only like 2-3 ponies talking shit. Like, where is the masses? What happened to yo, bro?
They started realizing that the company doesn't fucking care.
They started realizing that there's no point. Finally, they're waking up, bro. So if you're a pony and you're trying to rehabilitate and trying to like get away from that street pony life, barn life, You know what I mean? Come hang out with us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Play some games, get off the drugs, bro. And, have a good time with gaming, bro. And I see you on the next one. I catch you next time. It's your boy Demo Flow checking out. We're out of here, bro. Let's get it. Black Ops Season Game Pass, yo, ABK be killing it. We so happy playing, bet fanboys be hitting it. Ponies be so cynical, they rather pay the 70. They pay for PS Plus, that makes no sense to me. Xbox got no games, that's why they keep on telling me. Conquer DOA, I be green like a celery. You playing console sales, me and you are not the same. Shout out to the gamers that just care about the games.